Why did Ashley put deodorant on her toothbrush? I can tell you why. Hi, my name's Shelly, and I'm a prenatal and postpartum coach. So I deal with pregnant women and women who have just had a baby, and I get to hear all their great stories. And I'm going to share one with you and give you a little tip and insight as to why they experience these things and why you might be experiencing something very similar. So, why did Ashley put deodorant on her toothbrush? Well, let me ask you, have you ever heard of anything called pregnancy brain? Oh, I've heard tons and tons of stories about this. So, I wrote a couple of my favorites down. Some I've actually experienced myself, some I have had clients that have had these issues, and some I've just written them down because they were in books that I've read and I just thought they were hilarious. So one that's really popular is, how about trying to unlock your house with your car clicker? How about losing your car and can't figure out where you parked in a parking lot? How about losing your cell phone and then finding it in a really weird location like the refrigerator? Oh, and this one was a good one. Someone put their laundry in the washer, put the laundry detergent in the washer, and then they walked away. They didn't start the washer. So when they went back for their clothes to put them in the dryer, they were still sitting there waiting for the washing machine to be turned on. What causes us to have these moments where it's just Space Cadet City? And it seems to happen all the time when we're pregnant. I deal with so many women that when they're filling out their forms just for coaching, or I also run an ultrasound studio when they're coming in for an ultrasound, like the things that they answer just for like name or street, or just they'll put their birth date on their due date, or just it's all pregnancy brain. And I tell them all the time, don't worry about it. I totally already expect something to look a little off with your paperwork. So have you ever wondered why this happens? Well, there is a book that I have read. It's called The Female Brain. It's by Dr. Luann Byzantine, and I'm sure I'm probably not pronouncing that right. And one of the things that it talks about in this book is what happens to a woman's brain when we're pregnant. So let's think about when we are going through adolescence. We get real forgetful sometimes. Have you ever dealt with a teenager that just can't seem to get their head out of the clouds, so to speak? Well, it's because they're going through something called adolescence. And in adolescence, our brains, because of the hormones that are triggered, kind of go through and rewire certain things. So our brain kind of in a way has a garage sale. It cleans out a lot of the memories, or not memories. It doesn't clean out our memories. That was a wrong word. It cleans out the connections for things that don't serve us going into adulthood. So some of the childish thought patterns and things like that, our brain just eliminates, disconnects those, and then reconnects a more thought pattern pathway, like expressway, that is more suitable for adulthood. I know that's really complicated, and I am definitely not a neurologist, so I'm probably not explaining it right. But there's another thing that has been called, what does she call it? An anthropologist named Dana Raphael termed this word in 1973, and the word is matrescence. And it refers to the developmental phase of motherhood. It's like adolescence. It's a transition period when the hormones surge in mom's body, and it's a shift in her identity and in her relationships and her thought patterns on how she's going to interact and handle situations in a certain way. Very similar to, y'all hear the dogs going in and out of the doggy door. It's a beautiful day outside, so I'm so sorry. But that is what is happening. So your brain is literally thinking, all right, there used to be this like set of GPS directions to get from this thought to this action, and now we've disconnected it and we're rewiring. So that's why you have pregnancy brain. The good news is your pregnancy brain will be 100% new and improved and like you 2.0 by the time your baby's about 6 months old. So until then, give yourself grace. Don't expect to have everything perfectly memorized, and even just not even memorized. Just give yourself grace if you forget to where you parked, if you lost your keys, if you put your phone in the fridge, if you fill the ice tray up and then put it in the fridge or on the counter instead of in the freezer, or if you put deodorant on your toothbrush. Ugh, poor girl. Anyhow, again, my name is Shelly, and if any of these tips that I'm offering are beneficial for you, please send me a direct message. Let me know. I love working with expecting moms and new moms and dads and coaching them through these hard times.